Sports to the Bone family. Greetings, greetings, greetings once again. Thank you all for checking this video out. Yeah, man. So tomorrow, the West Indies team will start their 3-day warm-up game against an Australia selected 11. Now we see where head coach Andre Kohli spoke to the media and he was talking about the players, saying that they have basically settled in and the training and everything is going well. He spoke about what he's expecting in the warm-up game and how the players are feeling going into the first test. So we're going to talk about all of that. So just give a listening ear and let me know what you all think in the comment section. All right, so first things first, when you're touring overseas, the first thing you want to make sure is that you are there in a timely manner where you can spend a couple of days, get acclimatized to the weather, make sure the players understand the conditions and all of that. And that was the first thing that Coach Kohli was speaking about. He was saying that the players are fully settled in. They seem to have gotten used to the conditions, the weather. So it's going to be interesting to see how they go in and how they do in the warm-up game. He was saying that he's feeling satisfied with the work that they have done so far. Saying that it was important to have arrived early so that they could have gotten an opportunity to go through all this work in this condition. So, especially for the new players that are touring Australia for the first time, so they could have gotten an opportunity to feel what it is like. He's saying that they are making good progress and they are ready to transition into the first test match. But before the first test comes the warm-up game, which starts tomorrow. And Coach Kohli was talking about the pitches, saying that they're a bit more bouncy than the ones we have in the Caribbean. So it's just all about players getting adjusted to that. Batsmen, understanding how to play the ball, playing it on its merit. Bowlers understanding that if you hit the deck too hard, ball might fly over the batsman or the keeper's head. Understanding how to put a good grouping together in those conditions. If you are in the outfield, understanding how the ball moves around in the air. So seems as if they have covered quite a few grounds as it relates to those stuff. He was saying that regardless of how the pitch is playing, each player will have to go there and deal with each delivery differently. You understand? Because at the end of the day, the pitch might be playing one way and then a bowler delivery, and it totally catch you off guard. So it's all about focusing on each delivery and making sure that you are playing it on its merit, whether the pitch is helping the bowlers or the batsmen. So we have always said this. You need to be able to play the ball on its merit. For those who like to drive the ball, you understand, you gotta be careful driving the ball and the up. You understand, knowing when to pull. You gotta get used to the wicket. As I said, these bowlers are going to utilize the conditions. Yes, ball might be bouncy, but you have to pay attention. That's why the coach said that you need to play each ball on its merit. Pitch might be bouncy, 3-4 bouncer might be flying over your head in a couple of overs, and then you see the bowler hit the pitch short and you think it's gonna go over and it's a slower bouncer and you get out caught. You understand? So you want to be able to trust the surface, yes, but you need to play the ball on its merit. Watch the ball and play the ball. You understand? And make sure you adapt to whatever is being bowled. So you're saying that the bowlers themselves will need to understand the wicket. If the wicket is helping them, you want to make sure that you're maximizing on that. You don't want to be bowling different groupings all over the place. If the plan is to hit, is to bowl on top of half stump, you want to bowl right on top of half stump. If it's to bowl, 2 stumps outside half stump to Usman Khawaja at a driving length, you probably want to do that. Whatever the plan is to different batsmen, you want to make sure you stick to the plan and you stay disciplined. Usually, some of our bowlers, when they find a pitch that is helping them, you understand, they get crazy and carried away and start bowling a lot of short pitch deliveries. So you want to make sure that you are not doing that. As it relates to those sort of things, the coach was saying that, there's a leadership group there and they are helping the players that are new to the whole thing. He made special reference of Alzarri Joseph and Kemar Roach helping people to transition in. And he also spoke about Joshua Da Silva, who would have led the West Indies A team to South Africa recently, saying that he's also a part of that leadership group as they bring in these youngsters on this tour. But basically all the senior players will have to just be a part of that leadership group, because they have 7 uncapped players. They might be old, some of them might not be young in age, but they are young to the international scene. So the Roach and the Alzarri and the Brathwaite and guys like Joshua Da Silva, he has been in Australia before. They will have to make sure that they are playing the roles. Any successful test team, you need to have senior players that are there to help the newcomers transition into the role and help them deal with things in and around the game. But our thing set away where you have so many of them coming in at the same time, and we don't really have a certain amount of players who would like to help get them transitioned in. But we just have to do it that way. He spoke about the warm-up game, saying what he's looking to get from it is to bat out a day. That's the first thing that you need to be able to do as a test team, bat out the first day. You understand, you don't want to get bowled out on the first day. He didn't say anything about score, but if you can get close to 300 and still have, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5, 3 or 4 wickets in hand, we'd have probably use that. Gonna be more difficult when they go up against the senior team though. Saying the same thing in rotation for the bowlers now. If we're bowling first, the aim is to try and get the team out on the first day. All right, so he's looking at players to just play their roles, just go out there, be confident, and get themselves ready for that first test. So yeah, that is basically what Coach Kohli is saying, my people. I have been asking for a couple of days now to hear what's happening in the camp, how things are going. And we have just gotten that bit of word via the West Indies Facebook page that the players are pretty much in shape. They are ready. They are acclimatized to the conditions and they are ready to go. So tomorrow, my people, I think around about 6:30 in the evening, Australia selected 11 against that West Indies team. I gave a West Indies playing 11 this morning, but seeing that is a warm-up, everybody might get a chance to go out there, but it's only a 2-match test series and you want as much practice as possible. So get the guys that you know going to play, get them playing. You already have a playing 11 in your mind, I am assuming. So make sure those guys play and get as much time out there, even though you'd want the entire squad to get an opportunity. But just make sure the guys that are going to play go out there and get some work in. For those who are saying that Australia, they are insulting us while they are using this team, it's just for the warm-up. Remember, it's a selected 11, selected team for the warm-up, and then for the test, we will have a different squad to play against. So, yeah, that is pretty much it, my people. Gonna leave it right here for now. Big up on yourself.